guys, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded something. Still don't have my truck fixed. That's the reason I hadn't made any videos of the Banshee. Haven't had any time to go get gas between that and my new job. But anyways, during the time that I haven't made any videos, I have put a clutch kit in this kingquad. I didn't film it. Not really a clutch kit. I put shims in it. It already had some lighter rollers I drilled when I first got it. So I'm going to give you a brief rundown of what I done to it. I took the CVT off because I was hearing the balls, the shims drop, not the shims, but the rollers drop in the snorkels. So which told me it was dirty. It had a little bit of dirt in it, which is normal. I added a 1mm shim to this thing. Each 1mm shim you add to a kingquad drops the mile per hour on the top end 4 miles an hour. That causes it to go hit the rev limiter at 60 miles an hour now. Factory, this foiler runs 67 miles an hour. Had 20 gram rollers. I drilled them, lowered them to 18. That slowed it down to 64. Adding a 1mm shim, dropped it down to bumping the rev limiter at 60. Now hit a bump the rev limiter, quarter throttle, going down the highway, pasture, whatever. With that being said, this shim is not for everybody. This adds a lot of bottom end, mid-range RPMs. It gives you more RPMs for every belt increment as the sheaves shift outward to a higher gear. We'll ride it a little bit, I'll show you. The things I have noticed is it spins a lot more in low when you try to wheelie. I'll show you in high though. I mean, it's got a little more pep now. As the dew gets on the grass down here in the evenings, it's going to spin a little more. The grass is a little high, but you can see like right here, it's just blowing them off. It spun the whole time. What's low probably ain't going to do much better. This 750 is always rode wheelies pretty easy. I didn't even get above quarter throttle and it bumped the rev limiter right there. So if it slows it down 4 miles per hour per every 1mm shim you put in it, it's going to slow it down in low and high. Most of you already know that. But this 750 is always wheelied pretty good. If it ain't spinning. It bumps the rev limiter in low at 27 miles an hour, which is still plenty of power. And this is where I made the video when I first bought the four-wheeler. I'm just showing you a little bit of difference, how this thing runs with a shim in it. Actually 61 miles an hour. Let's see if we can get it to hit the rev limiter. I'll floor it this time. Darn thing spun 20 yards. This old kingquad's always did pretty good. Let's let me slide back just a little, put some weight back here, give it just a little bit of gas, brake. So let me get down here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Ain't no point in riding no more. That's all I wanted to show you. That way the people's asking about shims in a king quad. So that straightaway right there, without the shim, this thing would bump the rev limiter at 67 miles an hour. Now it bumps it at 61, so we've lost 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 to 7 miles per hour with a 1mm shim and 18-gram rollers. Now, is it really justifiable for a bottom end? On my 500, I could tell a big difference. On the 750, somewhat, but not a whole lot to justify it, I don't think. Now, climbing hills in a mud hole, yes, you will know the difference because it does give you more RPM. But just want to do a little rundown on the shims on it. I hope to have my truck fixed. It's at a Chevrolet dealership with a crank no start issue. It's been to the 3rd mechanic. I know I keep reiterating about that, but my truck's about on my last nerve. Just to be straight winds and honest, it's getting on my nerves. That's all there is to it. Pretty much I'm just down with the truck right now. The truck is pretty much my livelihood when it comes to pulling my ATVs or anything and making videos. Sorry I haven't got to make any this summer. The truck's been messed up pretty much the whole summer. And I know that sucks, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control. But that'll be it, guys. Just a little quick rundown on the shim mod and lighter rollers on a 2020 King Quad 750. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button, share it with your friends, and hit the notification bell when you know when I upload stuff. Till I can get my truck back and make some videos. Happy riding. Y'all have a safe day.